this is everything you need to know about today's update. And yes, when fast travel actually works, this may be the coolest animation and scenery we'll ever see in LEGO Fortnite. And you could also thank the bus driver, which is cool. Now, at the time of this video, the battle bus and fast travel currently does not work in LEGO Fortnite Survival or Expert mode. The only way to use it right now is inside of Sandbox. Something that's going on with the game is it gives you a 15-second timer, but the bus never shows up. On top of that, you actually are not able to break this even while using your epic pickaxe. So keep in mind, it's just temporarily down and they're working on a hotfix right now. And just a friendly reminder, the Pirate Lifestyle Bundle is officially inside of the store with a bunch of the core items as well as a new build. This only costs 1,000 V-Bucks, so make sure that you guys have the creator code set as CRAFTYPLAYS when you guys purchase this later today. Now, I leaked before that Triceratops was coming into LEGO Fortnite at some point. She is pretty much the director of this entire fast travel area, except that when you talk to her, she just randomly disappears. Now, let's talk about how we could use fast travel in this game, which is actually a very fun and cool feature. You can actually unlock this and it gets added into your utility, although you do need the feature to break them first, which we currently do not have. Next up, when you find these stations, you're able to place them randomly around the map and they unlock as a bus station in the game. On top of that, you also have a rebel outpost, which can be found on your Star Wars island as a permanent bus station, which is really cool. Now, once you call in that bus, it's going to pick you up from that bus station automatically. There's no teleporter or rift that you need to jump into. It's then going to show you how that destination is going to go for you, and you're going to load up into this battle bus in the sky just like you would in Battle Royale. The way that this works now is you're either automatically kicked out of this bus, or you could press your space bar or whichever button it is to jump and leave this bus. Once you do that, you're going to fall out of the sky just like you would inside of Battle Royale and be able to glide wherever you would like. So just because you have a fast station in your village does not mean that you're always going to spawn there. You could obviously travel around the map and use the new glider that you get from this as well, which is going to allow you to travel just a little bit further. Now again, once you have these placed around the map, you can just continue to choose which one you would like to go to. It doesn't seem like there's actually a cooldown to continue to use them, so you could just over and over again fast travel to different areas as long as you wait out that 15-second timer to be picked up from the bus. Now let's take a look at a few things in this game that actually work and aren't currently bugged. We got 8 additional inventory slots just like we were told inside of the patch notes. However, a nice little thing that comes with this is we could see that empty slot that is underneath all of this, which may mean that we get even larger backpacks at some point in time. We obviously do have the space for it, which is really nice. You could also see the icons on everything have also changed. We see much larger icons underneath of our player hub there, but we also see the icons for the pickaxe got a little bit more zoomed in. Not really sure how I feel about it, but it doesn't look too terrible, I don't think. Now let's talk about your settings. You could actually go in here and you could change all of the settings inside of your world. Right now for myself, I'm on expert mode, so the only thing that I could change is actually turning on friendly damage. And just because I know Dana will be at one of my villages, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. But you can apply this simply by pressing your tab button and going into your settings and then altering whatever you feel that you want. I believe that you can change this at any point in time, but keep in mind that some of these are a little bit delayed after turning them on or off. Now, before selecting and loading into your world, there's a new button called the Rename World button, which allows you to go in here and type in whichever world that you would like to select. Keep in mind there are some rules to this, so I believe putting an apostrophe S is not allowed inside of here, but typing in and naming these your expert world or your survival world is a very easy way to name these worlds. Again, you can name these whatever you want, so if you have a duo or a partner that you play with, you can name it accordingly. Now, we also got the ability to change the village names that we have, and they're not always randomized. So inside of my build contest one, I was able to put all 6 players that worked on this village and have their initials or the first letter of their name shown up as the village name with contest winners number 1. So it shows them that they were the first winners of my contest, so their name is now inside of here. As long as you guys follow the rules that are underneath of the randomized name section, you could choose and make the name whatever you would like. Now, we also also have the Pokedex, I mean the Codex, because they're pretty much the exact same thing. The Codex will tell you every single item in the game and what you need to actually unlock it. It'll also tell you where you can use this item or create it. So if you guys are looking at something that is made in the crafting bench, it'll tell you that that's where it's crafted. If you're looking at something that is crafted inside of the loom, it'll tell you that's where it's at. You could also see that it'll tell you things that are needed in order to unlock different charms in the game. When it comes to unlocking items that you have not seen just yet, it'll give you little hints as to what you need to do to unlock them. So whether you guys are playing in expert mode, survival, cozy, or any of the modes inside of this game, this Codex is a very good way to become very knowledgeable on the game. Now, another huge update that we got was a 4th channel. So this allows you to go ahead and mess with your thrusters a little bit differently, and also some of your toys. This is going to work on any of your activation switches as well when it comes to setting those up, as well as your driver's seat. So you now have access to a 4th channel. Now let's talk about the brand new toys that were added into the game. We have the activated balloon large and then the activated balloon small. These are pretty much just the large and small balloon, except now you're able to activate them using different type of techniques. First thing that's really nice is that you can use the wrench on these to set them up with different channels, which means instead of putting thrusters underneath of your vehicles, you can just simply use the activated balloon switches instead. We also have the brand new pressure plates and then the trigger plate. The way that these works are very simple. On top of the pressure plate, as long as you're standing on top of it, it'll actually activate whatever is actually supposed to be on it. When it comes to the trigger plate, this is a button that you press one time and it activates, and you have to press it a second time in order to turn it off. This is a really good feature right now to use. That way you can try to find this blue beacon when it comes to your fast travel stations, but outside of that, it's not really useful right now for myself until I can figure out exactly how to use this to my advantage. I think these pressure plates are going to be a load of fun inside of LEGO Fortnite. They don't necessarily work how LEGO Fortnite said they would as far as comparing them to thrusters. These stay on as long as you press it and are activated and turned on simply by getting on and off the button. Now, the final main addition that we got into this was actually brand new vehicle prefab. So we got something called the Kart Racer, which is a much smaller vehicle that is a little bit faster. And then we also got the Off-Road Flyer, which looks to be something that we saw in the Mechanical Mayhem trailer. Now, the Racer is exactly what you would expect in this vehicle. It's a very small but very fast car that can just drive to and from an area very quickly. There aren't any chests attached to this, as I don't believe any of the prefabs have any chests attached, but it has small front wheels, large back wheels that help you get up hills. Overall, it's a very quick and fun vehicle. Now, the Off-Road Flyer is also a ton of fun. This vehicle has 4 different thrusters on the back, as well as the new activation balloons on top of it. What this allows you to do is lift yourself up in the air if you wanted to, but also allows you to fly. Because of those activation buttons, you could actually use the new 4th channel in order to activate, to turn them on, or to turn them off. That's going to allow that vehicle to fly up in the air and also get you out of really tricky situations. So overall, the prefabs that came on this vehicle are really nice. Now, this update to me is an absolute W as long as we can get a lot of this stuff to start working, whether it comes to the fast travel or anything else in the game that seems a little bit broken right now. It would be really nice if we can get some big hot fixes into this game right now so we could actually play and enjoy the update. But as far as content goes, it seems to be a lot of stuff that's new in the game that we're able to play and mess around with, which could be a ton of fun. And shout out to you if you've watched up until this point in the video. We have so many secret updates that are being found inside of my Discord server every single minute. So we're going to cover that later on or earlier tomorrow morning and show you every single new feature that was never mentioned by Epic in the patch notes. YouTube thinks that you're going to like either one of these videos above. So click on one of them and let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you aren't already.